Okay, let's solve this simple jam physics on Boyle's law. A gas at a volume V naught in a container at pressure P naught is compressed to a 1/5 of its volume. What will be its pressure if it maintains its original temperature? If it maintains its original temperature. Now, solution, you notice that this question is on Boyle's law, right? And what we have is P1 V1 equal to P2 V2 in this order, right? Because we are asked to calculate the second pressure, right? That is our P2. From this relationship, let's go back to the question. A gas at a volume V naught, this is my V1. V1 is equal to V naught, right? In a container at pressure, this is my P1 is equal to P naught, is compressed to a 1/5 of its volume. That is, my V2 now is equal to 1/5 of the original volume. The original volume, which is V1, is what? V naught, right? So I'm going to have 1/5 times V naught, right? This is the 1/5 of its volume, right? Good. Then the next thing is, what will be its pressure if it maintains its original temperature, that is when temperature is constant. So I don't know, my P2 is what I'm asked to calculate. Is that clear? Now, this V2 is the same thing as V naught over 5, right? Now, based on this relationship, we are going to make P2 the subject by dividing both sides by V2. So what I'm going to have is P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, divide everything by V2. This will cancel this, right? Good. So my P2 is equal to P1 V1 over V2. Is that clear? Good. So let's substitute the value of our P1, V1, and V2 inside this equation. Now substituting, I'm going to have P2 equal to my P1. P1 is P naught times my V1. My V1 is V naught divided by my V2. Now my V2 is V naught over 5 in this order, right? Okay, now this thing is written as the same thing as this, divide by V naught over 5. This is the same thing as this. Is that clear? So what we have here is that we are going to apply the principle of when you're dividing a whole number with a fraction, that is, if I have maybe 2 divided by 3 over 2, right? This is a whole number representing this side. This is a fraction representing this side. Now, I cannot divide this directly like this. What I will need to do is that I'm going to introduce multiplication sign here, then flip this other aspect of it, that is, I have 2 times 2 over 3. Is that clear? Good. This is a principle I'm going to use to rearrange this, okay? I'm going to have next is what? P naught V naught, right, times 5 over V naught in this order. Good. So the next thing is that this aspect now will multiply the numerator, not the denominator. So what I have is 5 P naught V naught divided by V naught. Is that clear? So V naught will cancel V naught, right? So that's mean I have 5 P naught, right? Good. So my P2 is equal to 5 P naught. Is that clear? Good. Notice that our answer is D, right? Good.